What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So nearly a year ago, we did one of the original versus videos on this channel between SoFi and Chime. And since then, I have looked at so many different banking platforms and compared a lot of them to each other. But despite all of those other platforms, I still feel that SoFi and Chime remain as two of the best mobile banking platforms available today. But a lot has changed since we made that original versus video a long time ago, so let's brush up on what both SoFi and Chime have to offer as far as banking is concerned, and see which platform is the king of fintech in 2021. Alright, let's jump right into it. Really quick, before we break down the features of these two platforms, I do want to let you know that currently you can get $50 for free from SoFi when you open and fund an account, and $75 for free when you open a Chime account and set up direct deposit. So if at the end of the video you're interested in either of these platforms, then definitely check out the links down in the description below to get some free money, and you'll also help support my channel, which I seriously appreciate so much. And I will also throw in here that I never have been, nor am I currently sponsored by either SoFi or Chime, and I also do personally have and use both of these accounts. So this is a completely unbiased review, and as always, I truly just want to recommend the best banking platform to you. Alright, so with all of that out of the way, let's start off with Chime and see what they currently have to offer on the banking side of things. So Chime was founded in 2013, making it the younger of the two, since SoFi was founded in 2011. But Chime has been heavily focused on banking since day one, and to this day, that is really a majority of their business model. And what I mean by this is they haven't really branched out into other financial tools, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because they have been hyper-focused on providing the best banking experience possible to their customers. Alright, so as far as banking is concerned, you have two main options currently with Chime, and that would be their spending account, which is basically a checking account, and then you have their savings account as well. So for starters, your Chime account has no fees across the board, meaning no overdraft fees, no minimum balance requirements, no monthly fees, or anything like that. With the spending account specifically, you also get the Chime debit card that actually has a really cool roundup feature that can round up your purchases to the nearest whole dollar and automatically move that money into your savings account every time you make a purchase. So if you buy coffee for $4.55, which is a really questionable financial decision, but that's a topic for a whole nother video, then Chime is automatically going to round up that purchase to $5 and will automatically move that extra 45 cents into your Chime savings account to make sure that you're setting some money aside. You're also able to really easily manage your card right from within the app and completely deactivate it, or even turn off or on international transactions depending on where you were located. This card can also be integrated with third-party payment platforms like Venmo, Cash App, as well as Google Pay and Apple Pay, and you can currently use their 38,000 free-to-use ATMs to withdraw cash for free should you need to. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's also no overdraft fees, and that actually comes to you in the form of a new feature called Spot Me, which essentially gives you up to $200 worth of free overdraft protection with no fees, and then you can simply pay that spotted money back in order to completely avoid paying any overdraft fee. And personally, I love this because, let's be honest, overdrafts happen, and instead of being slapped in the face with a ridiculous $35 overdraft fee, Wells Fargo, you're simply going to get a notification on your phone saying, "We spotted you this money to make sure that you don't overdraft, and just make sure you pay that money back, and you won't have any overdraft fees at all." You also have the ability to get paid up to 2 days early. You can instantly pay or get paid by friends or family who also use the Chime platform, and Chime also has the very unique credit builder card, which integrates seamlessly with Chime's banking accounts and allows you to build your credit history and credit score without ever taking on any debt at all. Now, that is not the topic of today's video, but I have done 2 separate videos on the Chime credit builder card, so if you're interested in learning more about that product, then definitely check out those 2 videos that I've done. Alright, so I know that we moved through that really quickly, but we're just scratching the surface of what Chime has to offer, but I want to make sure that we have time to compare all of this to SoFi, so now let's move on to SoFi Money and see what they currently have to offer on the banking side of things. So like I said earlier, SoFi is a little bit older, having been founded in 2011, but they really were started as a student loan lender, and it wasn't until a few years later when they actually started expanding into other financial tools. Now, we're specifically specifically going to be talking about the SoFi Money platform, but as I've talked about a million times before, the reason that I and so many others love the SoFi platform as a whole is because they offer a ton of different financial tools under one platform, including not only banking, but investing, credit cards, lending, budgeting, and a million other things, and it all works together under one app. However, it's not really fair to compare all of those different tools to Chime, who just has banking services, so let's specifically take a look at the SoFi Money platform. So just like Chime, this account is completely free and has no fees across the board, and they offer you a network of 55,000 free-to-use ATMs. They also have no-fee overdraft coverage of up to $50 as long as you set up qualifying direct deposits, and just recently they added the same get paid 2 days early option, which was a feature that SoFi was lacking for a long time. All of the money in your SoFi account is FDIC insured up to $1.5 million because they are partnered with multiple different banks. Whereas with Chime, you only have $250,000 in FDIC insurance, so that is a huge difference, but honestly, unless you have a ton of money in this account, it really doesn't matter or affect you. Now, the awesome part about SoFi Money in particular is with your SoFi debit card, you can currently earn cashback rewards at certain retail locations up to 15%, plus you have automatic savings tools with their vaults and roundup features, and you're able to easily organize your money and set custom savings goals with SoFi Relay, which is the budgeting extension that is included with your SoFi Money account. Similar to Chime, you can also instantly send money to friends or family who also use the SoFi platform, and while they don't yet have a proper ACH bill payment tool, you can automatically integrate and manage your bills right within the SoFi app. And while it doesn't necessarily fall into the same category as the Chime Credit Builder card, for the sake of fairness, I will mention that SoFi does have the free SoFi credit card, so if you're interested in learning more about that, then I will link to those videos up here. Okay, so again, I know we are flying through this and we're just scratching the surface of both of these platforms, but what are the key differences to keep in mind, and more importantly, which one of these platforms is the better option for you? Well, one thing that I didn't mention about either account that you're probably wondering is the interest rate that they pay, and this is one area that Chime has a huge advantage. Currently, SoFi pays 0.25%, which actually has some qualifying requirements in order to truly get that amount, but Chime currently offers 0.5% on their savings account, which is double what SoFi offers. So I always recommend that if you are that concerned about getting a huge return on your money, then you should probably be investing most of it anyways, but Chime is currently offering double the interest rate that SoFi is offering, so that is definitely something that you'll want to keep in mind when making your decision. But if I'm being completely honest with you, everything else is kind of a landslide in SoFi's favor, especially considering the new features that they've added in the past year alone. For example, last year SoFi didn't have the get paid 2 days early feature, but since then they've added that, and that's no longer an advantage for Chime. They also have the same overdraft protection, a larger ATM network, a much more robust budgeting platform, not to mention all of the other financial tools that they offer, although again, I'm not taking that into account when making today's decision. Additionally, SoFi will not only give you that $50 for free when you open and fund an account that I mentioned earlier, but they will also currently give you another $100 for free when you set up direct deposit with SoFi. Whereas with Chime, in order to get that $75 sign-up bonus, you have to set up direct deposit, and that's the only sign-up bonus that they are currently offering. So if we're comparing apples to apples here, you're really getting $150 with SoFi and just $75 with Chime if you do plan on using the direct deposit feature. But beyond that, SoFi has a ton of other advantages, including their cashback offers, free financial planning and advice from real financial advisors, free estate planning, personalized career advice, unemployment protection, and so many other advantages that are completely free and included with your account that you just don't get with the Chime platform currently. But all of that stuff aside, the biggest difference in my opinion is the fact that SoFi has that dedicated budgeting platform called SoFi Relay that allows you to truly budget from your phone and not just keep track of your money like you would with the Chime app. Seeing what money is coming in and going out is one thing, but truly budgeting and planning ahead is a whole different ballgame. Now again, I don't want to bring into account all of the other financial tools that SoFi offers because that's not really a fair comparison. However, SoFi Relay comes with your SoFi Money account for free and is perfectly integrated with it, so in my opinion, it is fair to bring that into this conversation. Now, I have done an entire review on the SoFi Relay platform, so definitely check out that video if you want to get some more information on that, but this allows you to link link all of your external accounts and keep track of everything under one platform, manage your spending, expenses, credit score, set up savings goals, and so much more. So a year ago when I did this comparison, these two companies were really neck and neck with each other. But over the past year, SoFi has added a ton of fantastic new features, while Chime has largely stayed the same. That being said, either of these would be a fantastic banking platform, and that's why I still feel that both of them are currently at the top of the fintech industry. So for me personally, I will be sticking with SoFi, and while I do still have my Chime account, I love the SoFi Money platform, and yes, I do also love the fact that it integrates so seamlessly with all of the other financial tools that SoFi offers that I personally have. But as always, what's right for me might not necessarily be right for you. So I would love to hear what you think of these two platforms down in the comment section below, and if you prefer SoFi or Chime and why you feel that is the better banking option for you. As always, if you did get value out of this content and you want to help support me, it would mean a lot to me if you would hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who you think would get value out of this content as well. And of course, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch my video. I really do appreciate that so much. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.